get started. We got some friends on. Let's go.
What?
Come on.
Nothing.
Hi, friends. Happy
Hi,
Friday.
Ben.
Thanks for joining us today on this rainy day here in Jacksonville. We
Mama.
are excited
Oh.
to make a yummy
Mommy.
treat today. Hi, Alan. Thanks for
Hi.
joining us. If
Hi.
you're joining us today, put your name in the comments and where you're from.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Cookie with Kim and Mom and Daddy.
Sometimes Dad joins us, not today.
So today, I see you.
Did
See
you?
you. I so today is National
National
Blonde Brownies. They use Subway. Gotta make those number sweet
Blonde Brownies.
Brownies. We all need to make them awesome.
So today, one of those quirky holidays, but today is National Blonde Brownie Day, which doing a little bit of research. Mom,
Chocolate chips.
yeah, okay, not yet. Mom found out that
Why chocolate
actually
chips?
blonde brownies predate chocolate brownies. So that's an interesting fact. That's something that you didn't know, right? All right, so did you say your line here? Here's
What you make with them eyes.
Okay, so here's what you need to make them with us.
Yeah.
Today we need 2 cups all-purpose flour. Okay, we're doing all. You gonna do our line?
Yes. It's right here.
Yep.
And
Flour.
number one.
All-purpose flour.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, okay.
Mommy.
All right. Now we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
We can put about 2.
That's baking soda.
Okay, so yeah. Oh,
Yep.
right here.
Nope, that's salt.
Ah.
You know what baking powder is. Baking powder. Alright, then we need, oh gosh, I have to put on my glasses for that one. 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda.
And
1/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
salt and pepper.
The recipe that we found online calls for a whole teaspoon of salt, but after reading the reviews, it was saying it was too salty. So we're gonna cut it back to 1/4 teaspoon of salt and see how that works. Okay, next is butter. 2/3 of a cup of butter.
1, 2, 3, 4. What is
This
it?
is number 5.
Hold on.
Okay. All right, next is 2 cups of packed brown sugar. Where's our brown sugar? Thank you. And then we need 2 eggs.
Sand.
And next we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Right.
And last but not least, we need stuff to put in or on top of our blonde brownies. Say that 10 times fast. But today we are choosing, what do we have here? M&Ms. If Caleb doesn't eat them all before we put them on top, we have M&Ms. We also have what? Mini chocolate chips. And, please don't do that.
Sorry.
And then we have, what are these? White chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are gonna go on top.
Number 10,
10, 11.
11, and 12.
Alright, so now what do we say?
Right? Do that.
Let's do it. Okay, so our first step is what? Preheat your oven to, what was it? 350 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? So, got a standard oven, and you're in the United States,
Okay.
you're probably using Fahrenheit, although we do have some that are in Celsius. And you're gonna wanna get your mixer. We've got our KitchenAid
Mommy
here.
mixer this week.
Or you can use a bowl and a hand mixer if you want to.
Bubble 1, mud, fire, and misery and sugar, and mix and well core.
Okay, so we're going to, we don't really need to melt our butter because it's already been sitting out all day. We're using unsalted butter today. So we've got 2/3 of a cup of butter.
Hey.
So Caleb's gonna put that in for us.
Yep.
You need a spatula? Let me see.
Hold on.
Nope, not for that one. Oh, maybe a little bit.
And this one.
And then we need to measure our light brown sugar.
Ah!
That's all right. I'll use my spatula and get that one off too. There we go. So we have 2/3 of a cup of butter.
Butter.
And then how
And
much brown sugar?
Milk 2.
2 cups.
And 2 eggs and
Oh,
banana.
nope, we're not on that step yet.
Oops, sorry.
You've got to add your sugar and mix well. All right, so we're adding 2 cups of brown sugar. Where's your brown sugar?
Right here.
Brown sugar, no, that's our flour.
Oops.
Here's our brown sugar, right here. Oh, good. Okay, get your cup. We're gonna do 2 cups. And this is lightly packed, so you don't have to pack it in there real hard. And usually what we like to do is just to dip it in there. If you have a big bag,
Hold
like
on,
we do,
hold on.
Caleb's gonna do it. Dip it in there, and then just kind
This
of pack it in there.
right here is this.
Is it full though? Let's see. Nope, need a little bit more. So we're gonna dip it in there again, and make sure it's filled to the top. There we go. All right, you can dump that one in.
Hold on.
Put that one in. It is raining really hard outside today. I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but we did need some rain. You push it in there. Good job.
Hold on.
Oh, hang on, need a little bit more.
Oh.
It's not full. Not full. Alright, hang on. Let's put it in. Alright, there's 2.
Yeah, Mom, I got 1, 2, 3. No!
Okay, with sound effects. Alright, now you're going to put on your paddle. And Caleb's going to stir that up for us.
Yep.
So that's our butter and our,
Oh. Come on.
that's our butter and our,
Thank you, Mom.
oh, there we go. Oh,
Oh, come on.
oh, come on. Butter and our sugar. So, if you want to use margarine, you can use margarine. And we're using unsalted butter. Let me see if there's any questions. Hi guys, thanks for joining us. Does anybody, hi Michelle from Canada. Wow, snow flurries in Canada. Well, I don't envy you that. I have lived in Chicago when I was growing up, and I had enough snow and cold for my whole life. Yeah. All right, how's that coming? Is that mixing good?
Yep.
All right, ready for the next step?
Yep.
Our next step is, what are we adding?
Eggs.
We have 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. Now Caleb's gonna crack them in the cup. Nope, nope, nope.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, go throw that in the trash. No. Okay. There you go. There, just put your thumbs in there. There we go. Okay, and if you really want to smash them, you can do what Caleb did. Otherwise, you can just use your thumbs. So we've got 2 eggs. Caleb, you gonna pour those in for us?
Sure.
Okay.
You got it, Mom.
Oh, thank you. 2 eggs, and then what else? Once you get those in there. We got a little flour going on there too. Alright, 2 eggs, and then our vanilla. So we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we'll also do this over a separate bowl.
Hey, hey.
Just, okay, that's good. 1.
I'm here.
I'm gonna help. Thank you. So we don't because vanilla is expensive, so we don't want to waste it. Alright, so stir that up. So our butter and our sugar, now we're added our eggs and our vanilla, and we're blending. It says blend well. Alright, so what haven't we added yet? We haven't added our flour. We're going to do that in a separate bowl actually. Got this new kind of flour here because it was on sale. So we're going to try this. 2 cups of this. Where's our cup? Hang on. Okay. There you go. Okay, that's a little much. Here, let's level that off and try again in a different bowl. Hang on. And if you're cooking with kids, sometimes that happens. So we're just going to put that in a separate bowl, and then we're going to measure a cup out of here. Okay? This is probably another cup right here. And it is, so we're just going to put this in. So there's 2 cups. All right, that's what we need. And then, what else do we need? What else do we have to add?
Baking powder.
Baking powder. It's over there. How much do we need to add? 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So Caleb's going to dip this in and put that in.
The other one right here.
Yep. And the baking powder, nice thing about the baking powder, and some of the baking sodas too, is that they have the little leveler thing, which makes it nice. Okay, we just need 1 of those, and then we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda.
Baking soda.
Caleb's going to get our baking soda, and add 1/4 teaspoon. And again, this has a little leveler thing, nice. And last but not least is our what?
Salt.
Again, if you were with us in the beginning, I said the recipe online called for 1 teaspoon of salt, but then I read some reviews and it said it was a little too salty. So we're just going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and see how that goes. You want to do it? Put that in and then you can stir it up. How's that? So 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, it's going to stir that up for us. And that's all our ingredients except for our toppings. Uh-oh. Okay, stir it up gently.
Yeah.
Well, that's what aprons are for, right? All right. Is that stirred up?
Yep.
Get all that stirred up? So we just want to make sure that the baking powder, baking soda, and our salt got mixed in there evenly with our flour. And then, what does it say? Hang on. Next step. Add the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to take this paddle off for just a second. Hang on. We're going to set it on a paper towel here so we don't get it all over the counter. We're just going to add half of it for now. Oh, let's get a little bit more in there. Okay, we're going to add half. That's about half right there. All right, then Caleb's going to put the paddle back on
Look at what?
and stir it up. Here, you put that back on. Otherwise, you won't have anything to stir it with. There you go. Okay, make sure you lock it.
Whoa.
That's why we only do half. Because our bowl tends to, we don't have the guard around the bowl. Some people
Okay.
want the guard. My mom had the guard when we were growing up. She had a KitchenAid. I forget what color it was. Now we're going to add the rest of our flour. And then what are we going to do? Silly. Okay. We're going to stir the rest of it up, right? So it should start to get a little thick. Yep. Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit. I wish we had an overhead camera, but we don't. Alright, make sure. There we go. Now we're going to scrape the sides just to be sure.
Yeah, it's right here.
You're going to scrape the sides? Scrape the sides of the bowl. That looks yummy. So if you're going to make regular brownies with this, you would just substitute the brown sugar for the cocoa powder, as far as I know.
Are we ready?
Let me see if there's any questions.
Mom.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Anna. Gosh, lots of people. Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us today. And we're going to post the recipe later tonight after we're done. And we have a photo of these beautiful blonde brownies. Okay, you ready? We're going to put them in our... So essentially they're done right now, except we're going to add a few little treats. So we've got a 9 by 13 inch pan that we're going to spray. Okay, don't eat all the brownies before we put them in the stove. Mom's going to spray the pan so they don't stick. And then we're going to, oh yeah, let's get all that in there. Make sure. Can you put it in? Is it a lot? That was just a little sample. So Caleb's going to put this in our pan for us. Okay, go ahead, bud. Here, I'll hold it and you can scoop it out.
Yeah. Big one.
So again, if you missed it in the beginning, when I was doing a little bit of research on National Blonde Brownie Day, it did say that blonde brownies were really the precursor to regular brownies. The first ones were with brown sugar before cocoa. I guess cocoa was in short supply. So they used brown sugar. And if you want to use, this looks like it's going to be not, I don't know if we're going to be able to spread this all the way around this pan here. You might want to use a smaller pan. We did not make, usually we make a sample, but we did not have time this week. It was a busy week to make a sample batch. So we're going to do our best here, spreading in this pan.
Thank you.
So you could use, it looks like you could use like a 9 by 11 inch pan. Hang on. Are you going to spread it? We're not going to eat it all before we put it in the oven.
Oops.
Here, go put that over by the sink. So we're doing our best to spread it out here. It's going to be pretty thin. And after we take ours out of the oven, we will give some suggestions on how ours turned out, if you want to use a smaller pan or not. And I'm not going to spread it to the edge of this pan either. I want to make sure we have enough. Can you go turn that off, please?
Come on. Mom.
Thank you. Okay, so turn the oil off. Then we're going to add our toppings.
Oh.
Okay, this is the fun part. So, what do we have for toppings today?
Okay, what's it?
We've got mini chocolate chips that Caleb's sprinkling. And you can add these in the mix if you want to add them in the mix, but we're just sprinkling them on top. Okay, that's good on that. Then do some white.
Right.
Yeah, spread them all around. There we go. Over here in the corner. Yep. Gonna add some chocolate chips over in the corner. And then our mom's favorite is M&Ms. Yum. I love M&Ms. So make sure you get it all the way to the corner.
Oh, yeah.
For those people who get the corner pieces, they're gonna be feeling left out if they don't have some.
Hey.
Okay, put it on. Just spread it all around. Spread the love.
Ooh.
Alright, so now Caleb's going to tell us what we're going to do. Alright, come over here. So we can tell everybody how long to cook your brownies for.
Okay, they're going bun to tea, because chocolate to butter to the butter grease and 20 to 25 minutes quarter to quarter.
Alright, so we're going to put it in our 350 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Keep an eye on them if you're putting them in a smaller dish. And again, we'll post, how ours turned out. And then cool and cut into bars. This makes approximately, oh gosh, 1.5 dozen. That's what it says. So we'll see. Caleb's going to put it in the oven for us.
Oh.
Hot oven opening.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. And we're going to set our timer for, we'll set our timer for 20, see how they turn out. Okay?
Okay.
So, that is our attempt. Wait. Here's some fun things you can add to your blonde brownies. What's that? Oh, our pin. You can add, we added chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and M&Ms, but if you want to add
Mom.
butterscotch chips, maybe toffee. Some people like nuts in theirs. Some people like coconuts. You can also sprinkle it with powdered sugar when you're all done and eat it with ice cream. So, again, I hope everybody had a great time with us today.
Okay,
What do you say?
Okay, we hope you have nice fun. Today, see you
See you next week for another fun recipe. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay dry.
Bye.